love. Relations to anyone and anything is a journey throughout life, especially when it comes to a relationship with a particular love interest. At the beginning, the honeymoon phase makes us envision so many beautiful thoughts and dreams to nurture this love. Our thoughts become very elaborate about future plans, building projects, and cultivating ourselves to be worthy for this emotional relationship. But unfortunately, we cannot keep this realistic mindset forever. A reason being is because life is a process, despite the challenges, economic developments, and evolutional living. These events have us spiraling in life and our focus becomes elsewhere. We become too busy, too tired, too mentally exhausted to fulfill our dreams and cannot maintain the essence of the relationship like it was at the beginning. The attraction for one another starts to diminish, the initial sparks vanish, and happiness is no longer felt. Relationships progress at different levels. The initial stage is ignited together by the excitement, wanting to explore, and sublimate the feeling for one another. It can be intense, passionate, and full of excitement. Depending on the person, it can be defined as a feeling of love or infatuation. True love is a union between two different entities, in which there is love and there is bitterness. But the more time that is invested, more troubles arise. But why? When two individuals come together and learn about each other, likes and dislikes begin to come to the surface. It can take a while to test and see a person's true colors. If the chemistry between two people is steady and authentic, then it will move into the right direction. We will have the responsibility to cautiously care about each other. But when we sense that our relationship is stuck, it will no longer feel as happy as it did once before. Maybe because you or the other person possesses a huge energy of negative thoughts, words, and actions. These harmful energies can be harbored within us over a long period of time if we do not pay attention, address, and process our feelings. If we live according to its natural instincts, then we will receive a very toxic source of energy and affect our lives. In the soul of every being, it has a very precious seed that obtains characteristics like sacrifice, patience, generosity, understanding, and listening. But because of life, we may not have a chance to nurture it properly, but instead would let the seed of contradiction, calculating, doubt, and anger control us. Problems like these most likely come out in long-term relations and marriage. According to Buddhist teachings, he addresses that if we want to be at peace, joy, and bring happiness to others, then we must have the strength of letting go. This means that it is necessary to eliminate unnecessary conditions that are incompatible with your health and ability. Each of us must give ourselves a chance to reflect back on what we should be letting go of, on things that make us feel not possible and will affect our spiritual beliefs and values. Such things can drain us of our energy. The quality of life deteriorates slowly when we obtain negative energy. Once we realize and truly understand the situation and the impact it has caused, letting go is much easier. Then our mind, body, and soul can come to a rest and begin replenishing the lost energy. Emotional relationships take a lot of effort and time. If we are someone who is understanding, then of course, during an emotional relationship, we have the ability to ask for justifiable requests. But it must be understood that there will be times when the other person is facing challenges and difficulties in their life, and the request may be viewed as stressful or pressure. In love, there needs to be a complete understanding. In understanding, there needs to be awareness and realization of the condition of the other person. We need to be alert enough to withdraw or let go of certain requirements, even if they are justifiable. The waves of life have made us too tired to exhaust our energy. If the amount of pressure and stress is caused by a loved one, distance will accumulate over time, and the question would then be, will we see each other again? It is very important that we understand, actively listen, and forgive each other at all times. Forgiveness is one of the biggest core values in a long-term relationship. To forgive means to let go of the causes in each other's faults and weaknesses. This is difficult to do when the energy is exhausted. But if we are an energetic person with a big heart, then letting go is not difficult. If we take a moment to think that everyone sometimes feels weak and lacks self-control, understand that we can accept easily, accept the harmony, and agree with it in order to help the other person to change. In love, if we cannot forgive or accept forgiveness, then we are incapable of loving anyone. The third value is to forget. Forgetting what you have done for them. We need to play the role of a giving person, giving in an authentic way without the need for computation. Even if we have to build the idea of being grateful and respectful to the person who received it, still thank them for being present with you in this life. When we are appreciative of their presence, we will be less angry, less oppressed, and that is called love. In addition to forgiveness, acceptance, and sacrifices, the last important core value is freedom. Everyone needs to have their own freedom, their own space within the relationship. We cannot take the name of love, then give ourselves the right to control others. We should not interfere and not force it. We should open our hearts to give them a comfortable space to leisurely be themselves. Our loved one is not detached from us, but in every cell, with every breath we take. Two bodies but one soul. We need to treat and care for them with love and sincerity. Love, with the right meaning, is built on the foundation of happiness, and that is what true love is. If we want to reach the highest level of endearment and wonderful depths of values, we must cultivate ourselves, learn to let go, and simply accept things as they are. If we do so, we will manifest the dream of a life that everyone wants to achieve. Buddha said, "With carefree love, there will be everything."